Mark, I'll start off jumping straight into this weekend. Oldham, much like yourselves, a club that feel like they're destined for the national, coming out of the National League, going into the Football League. How do you see this one going into the weekend?
Good game, tough game. They have had a good start to the season. They're a massive club, founder members of the Premier League. Great stadium, great fan base. Top manager for the level. Good players. Put all that together, it's a tough game, but one we're looking forward to. I mean, I think when the fixtures come out, you look forward to the Oldham's away because it's going to be a great atmosphere and a really good game of football.
I mean, you mentioned the manager there. In terms of going up against Mellon, is he someone you've come up against previously?
Yeah, we come up against Mickey. I played with Mickey as young boys at Bristol City back in the 80s. He came down from Scotland, terrific player, aggressive. So I've known Mickey for a long time. He's had a great managerial career, won plenty of promotions, Fleetwood and Tranmere. We've both beaten each other in the playoffs. So, a lot of respect there and look forward to seeing him on Saturday.
In terms of the style of football they play, because you've got a good back catalogue and knowledge of him, does that mean you understand what to expect on Saturday?
Play to win. Mickey will play to win. When you look through their team, they've got a squad of players that are probably above their level and want to win. Big club, and they know they have to win it at Oldham. You have to win games of football, otherwise the crowd are not happy. Similar to Yeovil. So, but we know it's going to be a really tough game, but one we're really looking forward to it.
In terms of the form guide, it's always hard to judge on this one, but they picked up the win last time out, but before that it was quite a lot of draws and drop points. Do you see them as being a side that will be frustrated by the run they've had so far?
No, I think Mickey will be quite grounded. As a club, they'll be grounded and know that it's early, and as long as you get off to a decent start and get a solid platform, then you win 2 games, you're in the top 3. I mean, we're a point, aren't we, off the playoffs? And the world's going to end in Yeovil, apparently. So it's all to play for, and they'll be aware that they've had a decent start.
From your own personal perspective and the home form, have you been surprised that the points haven't flowed as much as they did last season so far?
No, not really, because we've gone up and it's a massive jump, which we know. But the games, I mean, we deserve to win against Altrincham Saturday. Played probably our best all-round performance, in my opinion, as what we were looking for. And a game that we felt we warranted a win. So if you add another 2 points to our tally, it's a really good start. We've had a solid start. So no, I don't want to make too much a thing of. We're not bothered where we win the points. Just want to win the points.
It'd be nice to do it at home as well, though, and get the home support.
It's utopia, isn't it, to win home and away? Can't have it both ways. But teams come here and know that if they don't concede in the first 20 minutes, the crowd will get a bit agitated, and or sections of the crowd will get agitated, and it becomes more difficult.
Ollie Wright has come under criticism in the first few weeks. How pleased were you for him to get that clean sheet on Saturday?
Criticism from?
On online platforms, it's just the general side of things, but I mean that's that. Not from yourself, I should say that. It's online, some fans online saying that his performance hadn't been good enough so far. How much do you think that clean sheet would have meant to him?
Yeah, I've got a clean sheet for a goalkeeper. Defenders as well are always in the whole team. Keep a clean sheet as a unit, not just a goalkeeper. We're completely happy with Ollie. He made a great save at Fylde when it was 4-3 to get us the points. So I'm sure he would have got more confidence from that on Saturday.
And last time we spoke was obviously when you were struggling quite a lot with an injury crisis, particularly towards the back line. Do you feel like you are more back towards where you need to be in terms of the strength?
We still haven't got Raf Arroy away from Bristol City. We're still awaiting him. He's been nearly a month now with a dead leg or whatever it is. So we're still missing Raf. He's back at Bristol. Obviously we've got Dom in, so we've got one back. But yeah, we're okay. We're not going to moan about. We never do about injuries. We are where we are, and we deal with what we got.
Do you feel like if the Raf situation continues, you will have to look for another defender?
Possibly.
And in terms of the forward line, you obviously frustrated on Saturday, but before that, quite impressed with what you've seen so far in terms of pressing high and creating chances.
Yeah, we scored 7 goals in 2 games at Boston and Fylde. We kept the same sort of forwards for the Solihull game, and we didn't spark at all. I should have freshened the team up. But when you've got the euphoria of winning 4-3 late on at Fylde from being 2-0 down, you think that momentum will carry you through. It didn't. We had no legs. And I should have changed the team for that and freshened it up. So I learnt something there. But yeah, the forwards, I'm sure, the longer that they play together, the more connections they'll get.
And 2 away games on the bounce, obviously going to Sutton on Tuesday. For those people who aren't involved in football and what goes on behind the scenes, is it quite tricky to logistically manage 2 quite large away games in that space of time?
Well, I think when you're at Yeovil, you know most journeys are going to be big ones, especially when you're playing in national football, not regionalised football. So we know that the journeys are going to be big and, short spaces of time. So I think as a footballer or a coach, you just get accustomed to it. You just get on with it. You just get on the coach and wait till you get there. And it's the same for the other teams that have to come here. So we don't use that as an excuse. We kind of look forward to it.
Going to be sharing a beer with Mickey after the game, hopefully celebrating a win for you.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm sure we'll catch up.
Well, good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.
Well, Mark, obviously looking ahead to Saturday. Like you say, Oldham a big club, and you've been there multiple times as well. Are there any concerns over perhaps some of the newer and younger players being overwhelmed by the fact that they've jumped from the National League South with smaller crowds attendances to jump into a team like Oldham away with a big crowd and a big sort of following? Is there any concerns over that impacting them at all?
I don't know which players you're talking about. We haven't got that many young players that are not really used to playing in front of big crowds. So I think they will relish that. I think they would really look forward to that. I certainly would as a player. You get an opportunity to go and play against a big club, great stadium, good fan base, nice pitch. I think that's one that you've got to really relish. So I'm not concerned about that.
And in terms of bringing in extra bodies as well, again, it's sort of the topic it feels like in most press conferences, but instead of new faces, are there any chances of returning faces, the likes of Dylan Morgan, for example? Are there any release clauses or return clauses in his loan if he does sort of exceed expectations or an injury crisis strikes?
That's something we'll look at when we get to that point. If we need to bring them back and we're that short of bodies, then that's something that we'll look at. You have to weigh it up. Where is it better for Dill to be there scoring goals and playing every week than coming off the bench for us 20 minutes? And so, like I say, the injury rocked Dill in pre-season. He's in a good place at the minute, and we just keep an eye on that one. Same with Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas picked up an injury. He missed 3 weeks and was behind the group. So when we've got enough bodies in, we'll try and send certain players out on loan that we're trying to top up their minutes and get them to full speed.
And looking ahead to Tuesday as well, it's the first game we've got against relegated opposition, Football League opposition for this season. Again, is that another chance for us to cause an opportunities and maybe not an upset, but really sort of put our names out there as beating relegated opposition?
I've got to be honest, I just see it as another game. As much as we respect every team we play against, Sutton be a difficult game and we've got a good squad together, but it's another game. We have to look at every game as just an opportunity to get points. It's tough opposition, whether they've got promoted, whether they've got relegated, whether they missed out in the playoffs last year. It's just another game for us, and we have to make sure we look at it like that and not treat any teams too differently.
And with fixtures coming thick and fast as well as we head into sort of October, November time, and the FA Cup coming in as well, are we expecting rotation over the next couple of weeks?
No. I'll pick the team that I think can win a game of football in every game we play. I think I learned last year that we had a terrific run, 14 games unbeaten, and then I think medically we decided that we needed to rest one or two for the Torquay game in the FA Trophy, and we got beat. So I don't think I'll do that this year. I think I'll keep as many people going as I can, and I think that drives competition, and people know they're not just going to get a game because you feel sorry for them. They've got to really earn it in training, and when they do get their opportunity, they've got to take it. I think that has to be the the starting point, and you get a really competitive group. I think if you have that.
Awesome. Well, good luck for Saturday.
Thank you.